Hi, darling. I was hoping you'd stop by tonight. I was in the mood for some company. What's that? You missed me too? How sweet. So, darling, I was thinking, why don't we have a little fun together tonight? No, nothing like that. I was actually thinking we should play some cards. Unless, of course, you had something else in mind? Just kidding, darling. I'm always up for a game of cards. Let me go grab the deck. Here we are. You know, darling, I have to say, I love the way you look when you're concentrating. It's quite attractive. But don't let me distract you too much, darling. I wouldn't want to ruin the game. Actually, you know what? Let's forget the cards. Why don't we just sit here and chat for a while? I've been thinking about you a lot lately. And I have to say, the more I get to know you, the more I like you. You know, darling, you have the most amazing eyes. Every time I look into them, I feel like I could just get lost. I mean it. You're special to me. I don't know what it is, but there's just something about you that I can't resist. And now that we're alone together, I can't help but feel tempted. Darling, can I kiss you? That was nice. You know, darling, I have to admit, I've been thinking about that kiss for a while now, and I have a feeling I'll be thinking about it for a little while longer. But more than that, darling, I just want to spend time with you. Whether we're playing cards, talking, or just being together. You make me happy, darling. And I hope I make you happy too. I know I can be a little intimidating sometimes, but I want you to know that you can always be yourself around me. I'll always accept you for who you are. So, darling, what do you say? Want to spend the evening with me? Just the two of us, enjoying each other's company? Great! And who knows, maybe we'll even get in a little flirting while we're at it. But really, darling, I'm just glad to have you here with me. You're amazing. Oh dear, you really know how to make me blush. I was thinking we could take a little break from all the hard work we've been doing and go on an adventure together. There's the place I know of in Mondstadt that's supposed to have a beautiful view of the city. And who knows, maybe we'll find some treasure along the way. Of course, we'll need to make sure we're properly equipped for the journey. How about we stop by the market and pick up some supplies first? Even something as mundane as stopping by the market sounds exciting when I'm with you, love. I love spending time with you, darling. You always make everything so much more fun. Oh, and by the way, have I told you how gorgeous you look today? That outfit really suits you. And those eyes of yours. I know I've told you before, but they're absolutely mesmerizing. I can't resist any longer. Come here, darling. You always leave me wanting more. Oh, darling, I can see the eagerness in your eyes. You just can't wait to hear all about my day, can you? Well, let me not keep you waiting. Today I spent most of my morning researching new magic spells in the library. You know how much I love to explore the unknown and push my limits, and I have some big plans in the mind for the future. After that, I did some shopping in the market. I went to stock up on some fresh ingredients for the kitchen. You know how much I love to cook, and it's always so much better when I have someone special to cook for. So what do you say, darling? On our adventure tonight, how about we have a picnic? I promise I'll make it worth your while. Oh, you're always so eager. I love that about you. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. We still have the rest of the day to enjoy. After my shopping, I decided to take a stroll through the city. It was such a beautiful day, and I wanted to take in all the sights and sounds. You know, sometimes it's just nice to slow down and appreciate the simple things in life. And speaking of appreciating things, I have to say, darling, spending time with you is one of my favorite things to do. You always know just how to make me smile. But enough about me. How was your day, darling? I'm sure it was just as eventful as mine. Ah, or perhaps not as eventful, but that's all right. You know, after a day like that, I think I could use a little nap before our adventure together. Would you mind joining me, darling? Oh, don't worry. It won't be too long. Just a quick little cat nap to recharge our energy for our next adventure. And besides, I promise to make it worth your while. Who knows? Maybe we can make up for lost time during our nap. I'm so glad you understand, darling. You know how much I value my beauty sleep. But don't worry. We'll still have plenty of time for adventuring later. I promise I'll be fully rested and ready to go. Maybe we can even bring our cards and play a few games to enjoy the beautiful scenery. But for now, let's just lay down and close our eyes. Oh, and darling, if you ever need some company for your naps, you know who to call. Forgive me, darling. I didn't sleep very well last night, so I'm feeling a bit drowsy. Thank you, darling. I feel so lucky to have you in my life. You always know just how to make me feel loved and cared for. Just a few moments of shut-eye, and then we'll be ready to take on the world together. I love you, darling.